We've got pocket aces again. This time we're on the button. I 3-bet to 1500. There's no nick game going on or anything like that. Alex just has a hand that he wants to play. He's tired of me 3 and 4 betting people. He puts in the cold 4-bet himself to 4800. Andrew folds immediately. There are a couple of graphical errors in this hand. The first one is that it says Alex only 4-bet to 3800, which is incorrect. As we can see, there are 4 yellow 1K chips out there, a purple $500 chip, and 3 black $100 chips. Also, his stack is incorrect. It says Alex started the hand with 38,000, but he has 4 pink 5K chips, around 15 1K chips, 12K in black, another 5K or so in purples, and 1,600 in green. Altogether, he has somewhere around 53,000 total to start. We've got him covered. I want to get as much in now as possible. I 5-bet to 11,000. Perhaps the 4-bet from me earlier is still in Alex's mind when I had aces against him in that hand too. He might be thinking that I can't always be strong, though I have been today against him. Alex calls for 5,200 more. We're heads up in position in a 5-bet pot with the opponent completely dominated. The flop comes 10-7-4 with 2 clubs. It's close to as bad as it could get. The opponent checks. The main hands that I put my opponent on are pocket kings and queens, ace king, maybe ace queen suited. I'm not too thrilled when I look down to realize that we don't have the ace of clubs. It makes it a lot more likely that our opponent could have a flush draw. Because of that, we're not going to be down betting. I bet 13,000 in an attempt to get all the chips in the middle right now. I don't expect to be up against pocket 10s very often. I'm rooting for a jam so that I can call. Alex actually has about 42,000 total. He's got one of the best poker faces in the game. He gets a count of his inventory. In my head, I'm repeating the same monologue over and over. Rip it, dude, rip it. After almost exactly a minute, Alex comes to a decision.
All in announced from Alex, a snap call from Brad.
I see Alex's cards, and it's about the worst case scenario I could have imagined. The best case scenario would have been pocket kings, ideally with no club. Ace king or ace queen of clubs would have been better as well, but now we're playing a pot that's over $100,000, and my opponent can hit any club or a 10 to win. I've gone through so much pain in this new studio. I haven't won a single all-in outright with cards to come. Even though I played multiple huge all-ins, they've just all gone the other way. Despite that, I want to make sure that we're not chopping this. We're either going to have max joy or absolute max pain.
Come on, Brad. Whatever you want. I just go once.
And Brad wants to go once for blood.
I got in a large deficit early. I got all the way out of it to be up 20,000, only to put it all on the line here with just a 57% chance of winning. I'll either be up 70,000 on the day, or I'll be down about 40,000 to book another massive loss in this room. I can barely stand to look at the run out, though I'm in the 8 seat, and I'm the first player at the table to see the cards as they come out. The turn is the 7 of diamonds. I'm still not able to breathe properly as I'm getting the sense that it's just being set up for me to experience ultimate agony when a club comes on the river. Each second feels like an eternity. I want to see a red card so badly just so that I don't have to sweat as much. I'm not sure what I did to deserve it, but I see the 5 of clubs here before everyone else, and my heart completely stops. This is one more massive loss of mine that everyone will be talking about all over social media. It's one more time that I'll leave Austin with less than I came in with. One more time, I'll have to explain to family and friends that they don't need to worry about me and everything's okay. Except, this time is different because it's the 5 of spades that comes out. We win a pot over $100,000 to be up, way more than I've ever been up in a session before. I was so mentally prepared to see a club that it took me a long time to realize that it's a spade that the dealer actually put out. It's not quite the biggest pot that I've ever won. It's certainly the most satisfying just because of everything that's led up to it for me. I needed a win to restore some confidence and have some good memories in this room. We get a count of both of our chips just to make sure that I have them covered, and I do. Shortly into the session, my name is at the bottom of the leaderboard, but it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. We're up at the top of the leaderboard now with a stack over $100,000. We actually have quite a bit more than what's listed. We've got closer to 120,000, and I'm up 70,000 on the session. I'm proud of myself for not giving up after getting stuck early on. The cards finally cooperated and the big pots went my direction. The session ends shortly after without me getting involved in any other interesting hands.